cuties, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Daniela if you're new. Today's video is going to be a little book shopping video. Today we're going to be shopping at Book Outlet, which is like a giant warehouse out in St. Catharines, right near Niagara Falls. And they have a whole bunch of brand new books that are very, very heavily discounted. I think that like other big box stores will kind of ship them their old stock that they're not selling anymore, so it is mainly more backlist titles, but it's like a treasure trove. Like, it's kind of like going thrifting for books, but everything is brand new and just very inexpensive. I don't think I've paid more than like $10 for a book from there before, and I've gotten hardcover, paperback. They have a whole bunch of stuff. If you've never heard of it, it's a great time. So I actually have already gone to the bookstore. I've already done the shopping, but it was a couple of months ago and I just like didn't have my shiz together enough to post it, but I thought it would still be kind of fun to share it with you guys and we can do a little book shop together. You can browse around while I browse around, and then once you've gone on your little shop, we'll come back here and I'll tell you all about the books that I picked out from the Book Outlet. Alrighty, I hope you had so much fun shopping at Book Outlet and kind of got to see all of the variety of stuff that they have. There's so much going on there. Yeah, we had so much fun browsing around all of the books. I think we spent like probably a good 2 hours there. I ended up leaving with 4 great books, 2 of which I've already read, but I read through the library and I don't own them, and I just thought it would be nice to kind of own for my own personal library. And then 2 of them I have not read yet. So the first book that I got that I've already read is The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. This one I read when I was in college. I think, like, I remember the synopsis really well, but I also remember reading it in a short story class, and this does not look like a short story to me. This is definitely a full novel. So I'm not sure that maybe I've read like a portion of it or something, but it was what I did read was so incredibly well written that I thought I would love to read the whole story. Yeah, so this is a book about the Ganguly family. They've immigrated from Calcutta, India to the United States, and it's really like a life, multi-generational, long kind of story of their life immigrating to the United States, learning new customs, but then also holding on to their culture. And then eventually they have a child, and the child is obviously American born with Indian immigrant parents, and it's his kind of story of, you know, what does he hold on to from his culture, his background, from his parents and his family, and what does he kind of grab onto that is his and his American upbringing, and kind of where does he go from there. It was such a beautiful incredibly written story. So I'm really excited to kind of read more, I guess, to read the whole thing. And the cover is really, really nice. I will take the price stickers off. I don't know why I haven't yet. I've just kind of left them. But yeah, this is The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. Okay, the next book that I grabbed is What to Say Next by Julie Buxbaum. This one, again, I've also read just through the library. I read it on my iPad digitally. But I really like this one. It's just a YA book about David and Kit, and David is very like nerdy and not popular, and Kit is like a popular girl in school, and they strike like a very unlikely friendship. And David, I read this a couple of years ago, so I don't super remember, but I know that he like is on the spectrum, and he has a lot of difficulty talking to people socially, and there's something about Kit that just like really opens him up, and they develop a really beautiful friendship. From the synopsis on the inside, it says that they are looking into figuring out what happened to her dad. Her dad has passed away in like a very tragic car accident, and they're trying to like dig more into it and figure it out. But it goes into like their friendship. It is a little romance. It's very, very cute. One that also the cover is so cute. I just love it. So one that would be very, very cute to have on my bookshelves, and one I think I would read again. Just like a little breezy afternoon fun YA. We always love those. So that is What to Say Next by Julie Buxbaum. Alrighty, so the next two books I have not read yet. The first one that we'll talk about is called Adult Assembly Required by Abbi Waxman. I have read Abbi Waxman's previous book, one of her previous books, I don't know, which was The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, and I loved it. I love a good, like, cute bookish story. It was very, very cute. Very like low stakes, kind of cozy, fun. I read it. I like distinctly remember reading it a couple summers ago in my backyard, laying in my hammock. Like, what's not to love? And so when I saw this one, I just thought the cover was really cute. It looked really fun. And I thought it would be a good little read. From what I have read of the synopsis on the back, the story is actually about one of Nina's friends. So I think maybe it's like similar timelines, or maybe even a prequel from what I have kind of noticed. But the book follows Laura, and as she moves to LA, and she's learning how to do like adulting, I guess, and kind of navigating that and making friends. So yeah, I am interested to see. I don't really obviously know a ton about it, but I'm interested to see how it reads. It looks very fun and very cute, and just like coming of age, adulting, learning how to be a grown-up. What more to say? So that is Adult Assembly Required by Abbi Waxman. The last book that I picked up is The Homewreckers by Mary Kay Andrews. I've never read a Mary Kay Andrews book before, but she seems to be quite popular. I know a lot of people really enjoy her books and her writing. I just haven't had the chance to read it yet, but this book looks like a very, very fun summery read, which is part of the reason why I still haven't picked it up since like purchasing it at the book outlet a couple months ago. But this is one that I'm very excited to read this summer. So basically, from what I have read of the synopsis on the back, the book follows Hattie, and she got married when she was very young. She was 20, and then she became widowed when she was 25. And so now the only thing that she kind of does after she's become widowed is she's just like really poured herself into work. And she works for her father-in-law's restoration company, and she does house restoration. Then in the book, she buys a house that's like an old beach house in Georgia, and she falls head over heels for it, but it needs a lot of work, a lot of love. It's essentially a teardown. She has the opportunity to go on a show, like an HGTV show called The Homewreckers, where they have to like reno old beach houses. And so she goes and she's like in a competition with another male lead. There is definitely a love story, but then it also shows that there is kind of a mystery that happens while she's doing demo on the house. There's a bunch of evidence that comes up about an old case about a mysterious disappearance of a young wife and mother from many years before. So it seems to be an unsolved case, and there's lots of clues that are coming up in the demolition of the house. So I think this is gonna be so good, because I love like a beach read, but with something like a little bit more than just the romance, I think the mystery is gonna keep it really interesting, keep me really captivated, and I'm really, really excited to get into this one. And that is The Homewreckers. Yeah, The Homewreckers by Mary Kay Andrews. Alright, that is it, friends, for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along and going book shopping and hanging out with me today. I had a really great time, and I hope that you did too. So thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye!